So we have the first tentacle we want to cover is the United Nations. Can't get much more international conspiracy than that. So we have kind of a strong distinction. We have the Declaration of Independence that says your rights come from God, and that government's only job is to protect those rights that God gave you, not to give them to you, can't take them away legitimately, whereas the United Nations says that rights can be limited by government, which means that they're the ones that give you your rights. Their Declaration of Human Rights says that rights can in no way be exercised contrary to the purposes of the United Nations. So these two organizations, these two principles, these two documents are completely diametrically opposed to each other. United Nations Agenda 29, I mentioned that, rights and freedoms may in no case be exercised contrary to the principles of the United Nations. Let's talk about the founders of the UN. We have here a convicted spy, Alger Hiss, who was a spy for the Soviet Union. Soviet agent Molotov was one of the chief architects of the UN Charter, and Soviet sympathizer and Council on Foreign Relations member Leo Pazvlovsky. So Leo Pazvlovsky, he wrote an article called Moving Toward a Governed World. He wants to move us towards world government. He says the idea of a governed world is not new in the history of mankind, but it was not until the processes of the World War had demonstrated its feasibility that it ceased to be a dream and approached reality. All of this spells the inevitability of a world government. Slowly and tortuously, but unmistakably and surely, we are moving toward a governed world. Slowly, tortuously. Communist Manifesto, Karl Marx, these small steps that seem economically insufficient and untenable. Same policy, moving forward to build world government. These things are not happening by accident, right? Just kind of over and over again. The United Nations, they put out this magazine talking about Agenda 21 and their programs for it, their aims for it. It says that effective execution of Agenda 21 will require a profound reorientation of all human society. Unlike anything the world has ever experienced, a major shift in the priorities of both governments and individuals, and an unprecedented redeployment of human and financial resources. This shift will demand that a concern for the environmental consequences of every human action be integrated into individual and collective decision-making at every level. Every level. So your city is involved in this, your county's involved in this, your state's involved in this, and of course, Congress and the president is involved in this. You see, George Bush, Agenda 21's first program was in the 1991-1992 Earth Summit at Rio de Janeiro. And then in 1993, you have Bill Clinton. So this is bipartisan betrayal, signs executive order, which authorizes the creation of the President's Council on Sustainable Development. And they wrote an article about how to implement Agenda 21, now Agenda 2030. Sustainable America said that we must move towards stabilization of the U.S. population and a reduced rate of population growth in the United States and the world. So global control, global government, global population control, telling you how much children you can have, China's one-child policy, controlling how many children that you're allowed to have, and murdering people. We're going to talk about that as well. And then we have here with Agenda 2030, Sustainable Development Goals are the new programs to implement those things. So we're not dealing with the lesser of two evils. It wasn't George Bush, wasn't the lesser evil compared to Bill Clinton. They're both working for the same exact agenda. If we don't understand that, we can't grasp that, we're going to continue voting and supporting candidates and individuals and programs that are implementing these things that we've quoted from.